Hi, I'm Paddycake, and this is my best friend, Brent. We've been besties for a while now, and one of the things we bonded over was our shared love of Madlibs. On Christmas a few years ago, Brent pitched the idea to me to create a show where we use AI art to accentuate the humor of Madlibs. 3 weeks later, we started filming, and we haven't stopped since. Through this project, we hope to share our weird humor and to highlight both the unexpected beauty and complete absurdity of AI-generated art. Welcome to MidJourney Madlibs. Hello, my darlings, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new, please come in and make yourself at home. My name is Paddycake. Welcome to Paddycake Games and the next episode of MidJourney Madlibs. And with me, as always, is my best friend and my co-host, Brent. How are you tonight?
I'm fairly good. I've had a very productive day.
Awesome. I had a very productive day too. I'm a little tired because of it, but it's all good. It's all good. But anyway, you guys know how this works. We send each other Madlibs. We send each other the answers to go into those Madlibs. We then take those sentences. We run them through MidJourney. We create a series of art. We get together. We show it to each other, and we laugh. And that's the show, and we hope you like it. And if you do like it, look down below the video. There's a button just for you. It's a thumbs up button. It just means you like the video. And if you're clicking on that, you might as well go right next to it and click the subscribe button. And if you want to be super thorough, just ring that notification bell. That'll let you know when new videos get posted to the channel. And of course, if you want to join the community, you can look in the description of the video, and there's a link to a Discord. Come and join the Discord. We'd love to meet you. We have a wonderful community of people who like to hang out and talk about video games. We like to talk about art and stuff. So come and hang out with us. And if you want to see the art from the show, that's the only place you can see it. Well, besides YouTube. But if you want to look at it in close detail, you got to come on the Discord, because after every episode, all the art gets posted and you can look at it up close and personal. But it's Monday, and that means you're going first, Brent. What have you got for us?
Well, this one is from our friendly neighborhood Clue Madlibs book. We're back to Clue, and this one was earlier on in the book, and somehow or another I managed to skip it. And this one's called The Detective Arrives.
Well, you certainly dressed the part.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. I like it though. It sounds kind of cool.
You sound like a guy from the early funny. Yeah. See, yeah.
That's why they talked like that. Apparently, they all had cigars.
They all had cigars in their mouth. Yeah,
in their mouth.
Yeah.
All right, mystery solver. I'll leave that on. You have just quaffed at Tudor Mansion.
Yeah, you certainly did quaff. There's a lot of liquid on that table. That's a big glass. My God, that is a big glass of brandy. Oh, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can have a conversation with this guy after having that brandy. I'm gonna be passed out.
I chose this one mainly because it's the only one that had anything to do with drinking. So it's the middle of the night, and Mr. Wilkins is dead. Jinkies!
Oh, he died in his backyard on a chair. Somehow he managed to leave his hand up in the air also, which doesn't normally happen when someone dies. They usually go limp.
Yeah, well, maybe he was grabbing something and his hand got stuck. I don't know. It almost looks like he's got a rope around his wrist.
Yeah, it kind of does. It also looks like he only has one leg, but maybe Mr. Wilkins only had one leg.
The 11 guests are roaming all over Ruston, Louisiana. I don't know where the other two are.
Yeah, they're roaming. They couldn't make it for the photo. They're busy roaming. Although, you know, there's not a lot of spaces to roam. Ruston's not a big place.
It's funny though, because it totally looks like a promo shot or the opening shot of a reality show. Like it's a competition, and these are the contestants.
Yeah, and in the setting, maybe it's renovating old buildings. And that's the team that renovates the old buildings.
Clue, the reality show.
Oh, yeah, yes. They're trying to solve murders.
But some of them got some weirdness going on with their eyes. That doesn't.
Yeah, especially the girl in the middle back. My God.
Everyone is talking accusations at one another.
Talking accusations? Well, I think you've gone a little further than accusations when someone's actually already in prison. You know?
And someone else is holding a knife.
Right? And
This is funny.
this is a very weird prison as well, because it looks like they're both half in and half out of the prison.
I just figured they were like whispering at the back gate, but I mean, okay.
She looks like she's doing finger guns. She's like,
You did it. People are looking for yellow belly prints on the umbrellas in the rooms.
she's very curvy. I really like I like the style of this, though. The style of this is very cool.
Yeah.
It reminds me of like anime concept art.
Yeah, it's I do like it a lot. It's sort of kind of a blending of like Asian artwork and some of your more like Frank Miller type stuff.
It's very comic-y, especially her body. Her body proportions are very comic book.
Well, even look at his. Like, look at
his are too.
extremely
The
wide
huge
shoulders.
Yeah, the
and a
big barrel chest,
small
yeah.
legs.
Yeah, they're all very comic book proportions. I like that. But is she holding that umbrella? Because I think MidJourney tried to make her holding the umbrella, but then the one behind her makes you think it's part of the table.
Yeah, oh, yeah. What a total ice cube.
Wow. Can I get that as a paperweight on my desk? I kind of want it. That's awesome.
It's like, why do you have John Goodman's head in an ice cube?
Oh my god, you know what this makes me think? Oh my god, it does look like John Goodman, doesn't it?
It looks like John Goodman from King Kong.
You know what this makes me think of? This makes me think of that thing that was going around the internet not long ago, encasing grandma in resin. Encasing grandma in resin so that you can have grandma's body as your coffee table forever, and she'll always be preserved inside the resin. And they had like all these images of people that were sitting around the table, and they had like the resin coffee table with the corpse of grandma inside of it. That's what this makes me think of.
Oh my, that is messed up.
It's super messed up.
Since everyone is a suspect, you have to carefully oscillate them. Pretty much everyone at a time.
Okay. Okay. So everyone go to the left side of the room. All right. Now everyone go to the right side of the room. Okay. Now everyone go to the left side of the room. That'd be a really boring party. Oh my gosh, that is so cool looking.
Yeah, it is very cool. It's like Nancy Drew in the case
totally.
of Birds on the Wall.
Totally. And then like that's, I guess in the back, that's like Nancy Drew's or butch lesbian friend with the
Bess and George.
the pixie haircut.
Yeah, there were Bess and George.
Okay.
Were her two friends. Yeah. Did the killer enter a secret alpaca to sneak from room to room without anyone sliding them?
I don't know why I expected anything different.
Completely different.
It's so cute. Alpacas are just funny. Just no matter what. If alpaca comes up in any of our Mad Libs, it's going to be funny.
But I just love it. It's like sneaking through this little
right?
sliding.
It's a sneaky little secret alpaca.
I zoomed this out, and some of them were okay. Some of them were completely what. But honestly, and it was perfect in this best form, so I like it. Was the murderer a former dentist of Mr. Bodies? Apparently, Mr. Wilkins is now Mr. Body because once you're dead or something.
Yeah,
I know that's what they call it in the game, but I just love how we got a name change. This is pretty damning. I mean, he looks more like a pharmacist than a dentist.
He really does. Yeah. Especially with all the bottles behind him, or a bartender.
All the bottles have kind of the same labels. It's almost like they're all like different
substances.
substances.
I agree. It's more likely to interpret it as a pharmacist. I agree, because the bottles do look like apothecary type bottles.
And the blood looks like it may be coming from the guy with the arm hanging over, because he looks like he's bandaging him up and he's covered in blood.
Yeah, that was a very messy cut.
Were they a sloppy business partner?
Why are you gonna come at me like that?
I don't know. It's sort of like, are they making fun of us? Could it have been someone who pretended to be his best goose?
It's his best goose.
So it feels like he's holding something.
It does.
And I'm like,
is that part of the
doesn't look
goose?
like a goose.
Well, is
so
it
maybe
part of the
that's
goose
the
that he's
thing that's
on?
pretending to. I don't know, because it feels like it's another creature. Unless he's bunching up a bunch of feathers.
It even looks like it has a face, like a ferret. Like
yeah,
it's a ferret.
it looks. It looks like it's something pretending to be a goose.
It's a ferret.
Really notice.
It's a ferret pretending to be a goose.
Keep track of each clue you hiccup in your investigation until you can jeer at the killer. Ketchup red-handed.
It's cool. It's cool that Ketchup Red ended up being like, because I had to use a K word and I couldn't think of a color that started
and you
with K.
used Ketchup Red. So
Ketchup
I
Red.
Think that's funny.
So it still
Ketchup
works.
Red-handed.
Ketchup Red-handed. But still,
they were just very specific.
That is a very unpleasant image.
It seemed fairly innocuous to me.
I don't get. So it's because of two things. It's because of what the background looks like and what the foreground looks like. Together, that's like visual storytelling, because that looks like a very rough surface and it looks like those are raspberries. Like they scraped their hand across it and it skinned them and pulled the skin off and now it's bleeding. That's the impression it gives me. But that may just because I have experience with stuff like that.
Well, would you like some dishonorable mentions?
I would.
They are great. In the middle of the night.
Oh.
It's the middle of the night and Mr. Wilkins is dead.
Mr. Wilkins either died from severe face trauma or he needed to go to the plastic surgeon before he died. My God, that's a face only a mother could love.
Poor Mr. Wilkins.
Poor Mr. Wilkins.
Everyone is talking accusations at each other. At one another, sorry.
Talking accusations. You made a big fart cloud with your eye. Yeah. Well, you left a treasure map and drew a loot on it upside down. Yeah.
People are looking for yellow belly prints on the umbrellas in the rooms.
Oh, wow, that's great.
Was the murderer a former dentist of Mr. Body's?
Oh, God. If this is an example of his dental work, I am not going to that dentist ever. Oh, my God.
I'm not going to that dentist. I don't know if this is supposed to be the dentist or one of his patients or what Mr. Body looked like after the dentist got done.
Why does that thing on the wall have teeth? That's the weirdest thing. It's like the teeth continue out of his mouth and onto the thing on the wall.
Maybe it's like an instrument that he's putting next to him.
To measure maybe the size of his teeth. Yeah, maybe so.
Could it have been someone who pretended to be his best goose? That's a chicken, y'all.
I'm your best goose. Gotcha.
I'm the murder chicken. That is the detective arrives.
That was fantastic. That was fun.
It was very fun. I had a good time with that one. I guess we got to get the snot scared off of us, or
out of us.
I don't know.
I don't have any snot on me currently, even with that sneezing fit I had before we started. I'm
That's
clean.
Good. Well, Lady Shablagoo will appreciate that.
And now, Southern Fried Scary Tales with Lady Shablagoo.
Well, hello, darlings. Today's scary tale, like last week, involves true events. And while I shall do my best to only discuss generalities, some of the content in this story may not be suitable for young children or anyone uncomfortable with hearing about murder or rape. 3 southern states are known to have a disproportionate amount of serial killings compared to the rest of the U.S. Texas, Florida, and Louisiana. But we're going to focus on the Bayou State. Over the long history of the state of Louisiana, even dating to its earliest days, notorious killers terrorized the state, including 2 women, Madame Delphine Mallory, who abused, tortured, and killed her slaves in the 1820s and 1830s, and Mary Jane Bricktop Jackson, a prostitute who killed 4 men and seriously injured 25 other people before disappearing from New Orleans when she was released from jail in the middle of the Civil War. Other notable killers were the Axeman of New Orleans in 1919, the French Quarter Stabber, and even the perpetrator of the D.C. sniper attacks, who along with an associate killed 17 people in and around the nation's capital in 2002. He was born in Baton Rouge. But did you know that for about a decade, from 1994 to 2004, there were between 3 and 5, and possibly a 6th, serial killer operating in southern Louisiana? My. Between 1991 and 1996, the Storyville Slayer, or Slayers, were active. 2 men, Russell Elwood and Victor Gant, both suspects in more than 12 murders. Some witnesses recalled a black man, while others recalled the victims interacting with a white man. Elwood, who passed in 2014, was black, while Gant, presumably still alive in Atlanta, is white. They both remain suspects in several unsolved murders in the Storyville area of New Orleans. Then, in 1998, Eric DeJuan Matthews, a man from Indiana, who was later determined had killed 2 former girlfriends in Indiana, had moved to Hammond, Louisiana with his young wife of only 6 months. He'd met LaShann, the mother of 2 small children, in 1997 in New Orleans, and married her. Her body was found in their mobile home in May of 1998. Both children were missing. He later confessed to killing her infant son when he was caught with only the 4-year-old daughter. Matthew is serving 2 life sentences. But while these killings were going on, 3 other serial killers were already well into their deadly reigns of terror, and they all overlapped. But first, we should mention one other serial murderer, Samuel Little. Samuel Little is the most prolific serial killer in the United States history, based on confirmed murders. He is known to have been involved in the deaths of 60 people, mostly women, but claims to have killed 93. 3 of the murdered women were in Louisiana, including 2 in 1996. You know what? I think that's enough murder and mayhem for one night. True crime stories are no laughing matter, and I'm a little under the weather. I think we'll save the grisly conclusion for our final scary tale of the season. 7 Years of Terror. Bye, y'all.
As usual, Lady Shablagoo, that was a great story. Thank you for coming by. Always nice to see you. But guess what, guys? It's my turn. And I've got a fantastic Madlib for you. It's called Dressing in Disguise. So this is also a spy Madlib, since I have a new book that I'm using this season, and it has all spy-themed Madlibs in it. So this is another spy-themed Madlib about disguises, and I just love all these weird hippo dragons and their...
Yeah, that is a very good description. Hippo dragon. That was like...
and their
They
cute
kind of
little
also
dresses.
look a little alligator-ish.
By the way, I have a hard time typing the word disguise because I always want to put a Q instead of a G, and I don't know why, but typing out this Madlib was just an absolute pain because every disguise was misspelled. Okay, here we go. A super spy must excel in the cyanotic art of disguise.
Is that a zoom out?
Yes, I believe it is.
Yes.
It is. Because it was just the face at first, and I was like, well, I want to see like where this person is, and apparently they're disguising themselves as a couch.
Yeah, I think they should have maybe matched the velvets a little better there instead of being cyanotic.
He needs to be able to use blue jeans, makeup, and sad acting skills to morph into other characters.
I like it.
Do you know how many Heath Ledger-esque Jokers I got from that prompt? It was ridiculous. I don't know why it gravitated
I was
to that.
seeing Robert Pattinson as the Joker or something.
Well, I mean, this very much could, like, as far as like his structure and his body shape, it very much could be Robert Pattinson. But I'm just saying, like, the style of Joker was the Heath Ledger style Joker. He was really trying to get a mascot deal at like McDonald's or something, but everybody said he was too depressing.
He's still a misunderstood clown.
Morph into other characters, such as a superstar like Jennifer Lawrence, or just a regular guy like Victor. And here they are when they run into their doppelgangers, and it totally freaks them out.
It's so weird. Is that Chris Pratt?
It does kind of look like Chris Pratt, doesn't
Victor, isn't it?
It's Victor, yeah, just
Victor?
a regular guy. It's a regular guy named Victor.
Oh, okay.
Disguises can range from simple to outrageously blueberry.
I love it that. I mean, it's not that outrageous.
No, but it's outrageously blueberry. Look at all those giant blueberries on that whatever it is. It looks like he has a towel wrapped
It looks like a
around him.
robe.
Yeah.
Kind of. Maybe it's another one of those, hoodie robes. But this one, it just is the Blueberry Bear edition.
Well, actually, I think it's a two-parter. I don't think it's a hoodie robe. I think it's a robe with a hat. It comes with a hat.
Okay.
But it's like the hat is almost like bear ears, but it's just yellow and blue with no definition. So I guess they're supposed to be like blueberries. I don't know. It's so weird. It's just so weird.
I know. I love it.
One of the easiest disguises is a pair of eyeglasses with a large eyeball and mustache attached. I mean, it gave me exactly what I asked for.
I gave you eyeball, which because of blue eyes.
Right.
That's so great. one really big eyeball. They're like, you know why it's a good disguise? Because it's so gross and nobody wants to look
at you, right?
It's
They're
like,
oh,
I keep turning away.
oh God.
No, I mean, you could, it could be their best friend and they won't even notice. I mean,
Right? Because they won't look at them. They see the eye, they're like, oh no, I'm not. Yeah, that's not something to look at.
I gotta look away or I'll stare, and that's rude.
That's
and I don't know what he's looking at.
Yeah, that's something to pretend is not present. Other disguises are more complicated, like a full-body Pepsi can costume.
So the reason why I chose Pepsi is because their cans are blue.
I know. And who do you think you're fooling? Do you really think people don't think you're a person in a costume? Your feet are showing. You very clearly have
RC.
arms. It does kind of look like RC. The honorable mentions for this particular prompt are quite funny.
I love it.
Sometimes male spies even have to dress as female sapphires. I just thought this was a really cool picture.
Yeah, it looks like an embodiment of the avatar from Clue.
Right?
Mrs. Blue.
Mrs. Peacock.
Sapphire. Yeah. Oh, wow. It is Mrs. Peacock.
Yeah, it's Mrs. Peacock. This is a comic book character waiting to happen. She's a mutant, so she has blue skin, and she wears all blue to embrace it, and she calls herself Sapphire, and she's a private eye. Writes itself, people. It writes itself. All right.
Dark Horse?
Call me. Sometimes male spies even have to dress as female sapphires, a particularly challenging disguise, as it's difficult to choke while wearing a dress and high plastic swimming pools.
Okay, Katy Perry.
I'm glad you said that because that's the first thing that popped in my head when I saw it. I was like, oh, it's Katy Perry's new album cover.
It's got that very small tile that isn't really in much use anymore in that type of environment.
But I remember it so
dated.
well. But it's very dated. I remember that tile work so well, though, because that's what the public pool when I was a kid that I had a friend. We didn't go there with my family, but I had a friend who went all the time. And she would always bring me with her whenever she would go. And I remember the bathroom had that tile in it. It's so vivid in my memory, that powder blue tiny square tiles. Just once a person advances to the level of spy, he's given a cold spy disguise kit.
I like it.
Isn't it cool?
Jacket and the gloves. And
Yeah,
I
isn't
don't
it
know
cool?
what some of those things are, But
Well,
I mean,
he's got a spy camera at the top left.
oh, and maybe a
Okay.
whip.
Yeah, and yeah, a whip probably. And then underneath that is a pocket watch in a very, very large carrying case. Why? We don't know.
There could be
It's-
other things in the case.
It's a
you know.
spy secret. And then at the
And then
top
there's another little
right,
case.
yeah, we have a little case that's to carry your like poison darts and extra guns and stuff in. And then there's a lens
A
that goes
handcuff.
on the or a hand.
Oh.
Yes, that's it. It's a handcuff.
It's a single handcuff.
It's a single handcuff. That's right. And then some sunglasses with a microphone attached, so that you can talk to someone inconspicuously, like no one's going to notice
Yeah,
a giant
totally.
microphone. And then underneath that is a series of brown paper bags for when you get airsick.
Or maybe it's a holster because it kind of has a gun shape to it.
Oh yeah, maybe. I like brown paper bags.
It's a
better.
gun carrying case.
Oh, then
But
of
I do
course
like
there's the whole
this jacket
outfit.
and-
Yeah, the jacket, the tweed
Yeah.
jacket, and the gloves, which screams super spy and not
Wait,
college
what's-
professor. The kit contains helpful disguise tools, like blue tangs to color your hair cornflower.
All right. So you're gonna put fish in your hair.
But I like the fact that it kind of understood what I meant, because at first I thought it was butterfly wings, but if you look more closely, they're fish fins.
Okay, yeah. But her
Okay.
hair is very nice. I don't know if it's fully cornflower, but it's close.
Well, it's okay, because the kit also contains bluish twigs. And best of all, fake gallbladders.
are they in the crown?
I think that's where they are, yes. I think she's wearing the fake gallbladder crown with her bluish wig
Well, the
And
funny
at-
thing is,
at the princess birthday party.
I did cheat a little bit because I'd already given you an eyeball, and so I asked Google to name blue body parts, and apparently a healthy gallbladder is blue.
Really? I did
Yeah.
not know that.
Neither did I.
Well, we've
Well-
only seen yours, and it wasn't healthy at the time. So that is it for the Madlib. Would you like to see some honorable mentions?
Oh, with all of those crazy blue sentences, I can't wait. I mean, Echo.
Okay.
Turn Junebug's fan blue. There we go. Now.
More blue.
Now feeling it.
Wait. Our honorable mentions are now fully embracing the theme of this Madlib, which was all words that related to blue. So let's do the honorable mentions now. This is a super spy must excel in the cyanotic art of disguise.
Well, they got in blue this time. That's good.
It also helps if they're a member of Blue Man Group.
Yeah. I mean, cyanotic usually refers to your skin turning bluish because you're not getting enough oxygen. But, I mean, I guess...
He's clearly not
Return-
getting any oxygen.
he's definitely
disguises-
outrageously blueberry.
Yes, disguises can range from simple to outrageously blueberry.
That's my Halloween costume.
Okay, I can't wait to see it. Are you ready for some really great full body Pepsi can costumes?
Oh, no. That's your Halloween costume. Full-in. Mean Joe Green.
But yeah, Pepsi.
Oh my god.
Pepsi, not Coca-Cola.
Not hefty. Man.
Particularly,
Who made Hillary Swank mad?
this is a particularly challenging disguise, as it's difficult to choke while wearing a dress in high plastic swimming pools.
It doesn't really look like a full dress.
No, not
But-
really. And she, I don't know who made her so angry, but she's very angry. That is it. That's the end of my Madlib for tonight.
Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, it's a rare night when you make me cry.
I knew those
mean,
Pepsi cans were gold, man. They were gold. Well, that is going to be it for our Madlib show this evening. Thank you guys for coming by and watching MidJourney Madlibs. Brent, thank you for hosting this with me. It's always so much fun.
Yeah, it's definitely a highlight of the week.
But that's going to be it for us. Make sure you click like and subscribe before you leave. And we'll see you guys on Thursday.
Like and subscribe.
The algorithm demands it.